Antony Blinken is on a tour of the Middle East to try and stop this war escalating. He landed in Tel Aviv first to show America's support for Israel.
I came to Israel bearing a simple message. The United States stands with Israel and with its people. Today, tomorrow, every day.
Hamas is ISIS, and just as ISIS was crushed, so too will Hamas be crushed.
After the meeting, Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted some of the photos he'd showed Blinken. 2 were the charred bodies of babies. A third had multiple bullet wounds. Blinken was visibly shocked.
I think for any human being to see this, it's really beyond almost anything that we can comprehend, digest. Images are worth 1,000 words. These images may be worth 1,000,000.
In Gaza, new figures released by the Gaza Health Ministry today said that 447 children have been killed in Gaza over the last 6 days. The Israeli Defense Forces believe Hamas are disorientated after their bombing in recent days. But today, the militant group said there would be no surrender until the battle is over. In a televised statement in English, 2 senior Hamas officials denied killing civilians and said that hostages would be treated humanely.
We are fully committed to treat them in accordance with our religious values and the rules of international humanitarian law. But in the same time, we are really worried that as the Israeli aggression is everywhere in Gaza, they might be the victims to the Israeli army bombardment like our people.
But earlier in the day, the US Secretary of State met some of the people who survived the massacre at the music festival on Saturday and heard their stories.
I admire your strength, and also telling your stories makes a big difference too. The world needs to know this.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will, and we're there with you. We're there for you.
We see. Thank you. Thank you.
From Israel, Antony Blinken is taking the short flight across to Amman in Jordan, where he'll meet the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. He will then go to Qatar, which has a direct line to Hamas, to try and negotiate the release of some of the hostages. The Israeli troop build-up on the northern border continues. It hasn't escalated there yet, but there have been some limited exchanges of fire and false alarms. There is a fear it could become a new front.
Thank you very much.
As Israel reels from its darkest day and as Gaza faces its own, the world is trying to stop this getting any worse than it already is. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News in Tel Aviv.